touchback. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Come on, set. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
All right, right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Eagles at 4-5, a game under 500. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. So
now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. In motion left is Watkins.
Exit. Go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's got Watkins on the out route. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards that time.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Buckner. Hey, Charlie. Hey, 2. Hey, exit.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
again, it's Lawrence. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll send Brown in motion right. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And this is caught inside the 5. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to throw again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down, back to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Lawrence to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Ready, Brick. Hey,
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hey, Echo.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Great one, grab it. Hey, Alpha.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on second down. In motion left is Watkins. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And incomplete on the deep ball. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's got room. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 30 yards. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes. He hits Adams complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion right is Watkins. Back to throw, Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right.
So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 75 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fat.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single